Her name is Frankie. She has seen a lot of presidential elections, and she says that since she was allowed to vote, she hadn't missed a single one.
And she is not missing this one either. On your side's Ken Amaro was with the Clay County resident when she went to the polls. Ken.
That's correct, Anthony. Frankie Gauls is a very feisty centenarian who believes in the process. But when I asked her about this election cycle, she called it awful. Even so, she wants to be sure that her vote counts. And today she voted early.
Frankie Gauls is a centenarian who still loves to travel, and she enjoys life.
Well, I've had so many wonderful times in my life, I couldn't begin to name them.
She's been so many places and seen so many faces since July 16th, 1914.
You ready to vote?
Oh, yes.
Last July, she celebrated her 102nd birthday and takes voting seriously.
Oh, I voted every year, yes. And I got old enough.
She witnessed 18 presidential elections in her first century.
Which was your favorite president?
Which was my favorite president? Roosevelt was a good president.
And only one in her second century, and it is one she would like to forget.
It's the worst election in the United States ever had, I believe.
Worst?
Yes, it's awful.
But she won't, so she's early voting. And she's voting for Donald Trump, whom she met several years ago.
We were at his restaurant, and he came over and started talking to us.
Gauls says she used to be a Democrat but became a Republican because the party's platforms are more in line with her values.
This is my family, and we all stick together. You can see that.
A widow and matriarch of a family that spans generations.
I have 4 children, 3 daughters and a son.
Grandchildren? How many?
32.
She's often asked, what's the secret of her longevity?
I don't have a secret. I just live like everyone else daily.
Clean living.
I get out and go. I'm not a homebody. I don't like sitting in the chair.
Here we are.
With the presidential elections 5 days away, she grabbed her walking cane and went with the family to vote.
Thank you so much for being out here, and thank you so much for bringing her.
She would never miss an election, not even this one. She just wants it to be over soon.
Why? Too much confusion.
Now, Gauls wears a hearing aid, and she takes one medication for her blood pressure. Beyond that, she is in good health. She told me she's pro-life, against same-sex marriage, and she wants Social Security protected. She's 102, and she's very clear about her politics.